In the previous videos, we did something that normally requires a meeting. We took a very small, very innocent coffee spreadsheet, added a few Codcel tags, dropped it into Codcel, clicked generate, waited a few seconds, and somehow ended up with a full web app. No Jira tickets, no 6-month roadmap, no we'll revisit this next quarter. Then we installed a few developer tools on Rust, Dioxys, and Git. Once. You survived. We're proud of you. After that, we clicked Run on Terminal. And suddenly a server was running on your computer. David from IT felt a disturbance in the force. Then we copied the URL and opened it a browser. Let's start simple. Under Select Calculation, we choose Cost. Click Go. Before we continue, a very important note. In the top right corner, you can change the theme. Yes, even in the generated full UI. If you're feeling energetic, there's coffee. It looks like someone spilled espresso directly onto the interface and just committed to the decision. If you enjoy darkness, suspense, and occasionally questioning your life choices, there's Halloween. Perfect for late-night testing and mild existential dread. If you prefer calm, nature, and the illusion that your code is somehow sustainable, there's Forest. No bugs, only vibes. And for today, let's choose Lo-Fi. Clean, minimal, softly serious. The theme you use when you want everyone to believe you absolutely know what you're doing. Now click Example. This loads the same values from our spreadsheet. Emergency coffee, £2, 92 pence. Tip, £0, 0 pence. Apparently, the barista didn't smile. Click Run, and there it is, £3.50, which is exactly what Excel said. So far, Excel remains undefeated. Now look at this button, Download as CSV. Let's click it. You're an Excel superhero. You already know CSV files. They're like Excel, but stripped of all joy, color, and emotional attachment. No formulas, no formatting, no merged cells that just felt right at the time, just rows and columns that computers absolutely love. The file downloads as cost.csv. Let's open it in a text editor. Let's increase the font size. Because we're professionals, not animals. At the top we see our inputs. Emergency tocha coffee, tip under them, 2.920. Now look at the output column. It's called $T cost. Why the stars? Because $T start means this value is being watched very closely, like production. Our expected result here is £3.50, and Codcel will make sure that never changes unless you say so. Let's open the testing tool. Click Tests in the top right. 2 tabs appear. Run Tests, Create Tests. We'll start with Run Tests. Drag cost.csv into the upload area. You'll see, file uploaded successfully. Just to be clear, this runs locally. No cloud, no uploads, no awkward GDPR conversations. Click Run Tests on one row. Test passed. Congratulations. Nothing exploded. Click View Input. This shows the exact row we tested. Close it. Click View Output. There's our T cost and 3.5. Excel is nodding approvingly. Now let's do something fun. Open cost.csv again. Copy the first row, paste it underneath. Now we have 2 tests. In the second row, change the expected cost to 4.0. Don't change the inputs. Save the file. Back in the browser, click Clear File. Upload it again. Click Run Tests on 2 rows. And now, row 1, passed. Row 2, failed. The message says, expected 4.0, actual 3.5. The test failed because it was meant to fail. We told the CSV file the expected result should have been 4, but the calculation returned 3.5, which is Codcel politely saying, nice try. This is the magic. You just tested an Excel calculation without touching Excel and without breaking anything important. In a real system, this is where you ask David from IT to export production data as a CSV, and you test it right here, safely. David is still watching you. But now he's slightly impressed. Now click Create Tests. This is where Codcel does the boring work for you. Instead of writing test cases one by one, we describe the range of values we care about. And Codcel generates all the combinations automatically. For emergency coffee, min, £1, max, £5, step, 10 pence. For tip, min £0, max £3, step 50 pence. That's hundreds of combinations. Name the file my_tests, click create CSV tests. A new file appears, my_tests.csv, open it. Notice, inputs only, no *t* outputs yet. That's because we haven't run the calculation yet. Right now, this file only describes inputs, no expected outputs, no answers, no opinions, and that's completely fine. We can still run this as a test. Codcel will simply execute the calculation for each row and make sure nothing fails. Before we run it, let's have a quick look at the file, just to see what Codcel has actually created for us. You'll notice it only has the two inputs, emergency coffee and tip. And below that, row after row of combinations. Every possible coffee price combined with every possible tip, based on the ranges we defined. No outputs yet. Just a neatly organized list of scenarios ready to be tested. Go back to Run Tests, upload my_tests.csv. Click Run Tests on 287 rows. Sit back. Enjoy the feeling of being wildly overprepared. All tests passed. Click View. Input, £1 coffee, £0 tip. Close it. Click View. Output, £1, 20 pence. Yes, maths still works. 20% tax of £1 is 20 pence. Now click Download as CSV. This gives us cost test results.csv. This time, the file looks a little different. Alongside the inputs, it now includes the output column, *t* cost, filled with the calculated values from the run. In other words, this file doesn't just describe scenarios anymore. It contains expected results. Upload it again, run the tests, all passed, and now fully verified. So what just happened? You started with Excel, generated a full UI, ran hundreds of automated tests, and didn't write a single line of code. Codcel doesn't replace Excel. It turns Excel into a programming language, and somehow, it's one you already speak fluently. There's a lot more to explore. Bigger spreadsheets, bigger models, and much bigger, wait, you did that? How? Moments. Well done. You've earned yourself a quiet, relaxing, flat white. No rush. No tests failing. Just smooth coffee and a job well done. To keep exploring Codcel, visit us anytime at codcel.io.